Welcome, welcome, aces. So nice to see you again. Today, our learning target is we're going to learn some new notes and some new rhythm language for something that we've been practicing since the beginning of the year. Down here, you can see that we're going to do some candy rhythms. So some rhythm work with candy. We're going to have our new rhythm language and new notes, and then we're going to jump over to Chrome Music Lab and have some fun with that. So let's take a look. What are candy rhythms? We're just going to focus on two for today. So take a look. We see we have Tootsie Rolls and Twix. Can you say Tootsie Roll and clap it? Ready, go. Do it again. Ready, go. How many sounds did it have? Try it. Ready, go. Had three sounds. Maybe something's going off in your head. Wait a second, we did something with three sounds before our break. How about Twix? Ready, go. Twix. Twix. You say it. Ready, go. How many sounds? One sound. All right, well, let's read it. Here we go. We got Tootsie Roll, ready and go. Tootsie Roll, Twix, Twix. Tootsie Roll, Twix, Twix. Tootsie Roll, Twix, Tootsie Roll, Twix. Tootsie Roll, Twix, Twix. Try it a little faster. Little bit faster. Ready? Tootsie Roll, ready and go. Tootsie Roll, Twix, Twix. Tootsie Roll, Twix, Twix. Tootsie Roll, Twix, Tootsie Roll, Twix. Tootsie Roll, Twix, Twix. All right. Well, class, I told you that today we are going to learn a new note and some new rhythm language. So here we go. Before break, we had one dot and we had three dots. We talked about how many sounds were on each beat, 1 and 3. We even put these rectangles in, chip, chop, chippity chop. And we talked about the speed of the sounds. I'm going to maybe even change our mindset a little bit. We're going to think about the length of the sounds today. Well, this one has a little bit longer sound, and these have three short sounds. Short, short, short. Can you say long, long, short, 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 long? All right, so let's take a look at our new notes. If we take away that one dot, well, here is our music note. And it looks similar, but there's something added, right? We have a quarter note, but it's got a dot after it. And guess what we call it? We just call it a dotted quarter note. Could you say dotted quarter note, please? Cool. Now, this one with three sounds on a beat is going to be, that looks sort of similar. We've seen two notes like this before. Okay, so that was eighth notes, but instead of 2/8 notes, we have 3/8 notes. Everyone say 3/8 notes. Great. And I told you that we were going to have our rhythm language too. So our rhythm language for this, same as if it's just a quarter note without the dot. It's going to be do. Clap and say do. Ready, go. Do. Ready, go. All right. For this one, it's going to be do-da-dee. Everyone say do-da-dee. Clap it and say it. Do-da-dee. This is how we say it. This is how it might be written. Do-da-dee. All right. So let's go back to our candy rhythms. Which one's going to fit where? Tootsie Roll. Is that going to be the 3/8 notes or the dotted quarter note? Did you guess 3/8 notes? There they are. And that leaves Twix. Twix is going to be a dotted quarter note. So there they are. Now I'm going to do each section and then you get to repeat it after me. So I'll say it and clap it. You say it and clap it after me. Ready? Do da dee do da dee do do. Ready, go. Next one is the same. Do da dee do da dee do do. Your turn, go. Ooh, here's a B section. Do da dee do da dee do. Your turn. Here you go. And last one, same as beginning. Do da dee do da dee do do. So the big thing I want you to keep in your head is do da dee has 3 sounds on a beat. Do has 1 sound on a beat. Remember that when we write it, there's that little extra dot there. Keep that in the back of your mind too. All right. So the next thing we're going to do is just echo some of those rhythms. Okay. So if I say and clap, say it and clap it back to me. We'll do a few of these. Ready? Do da dee do 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 da dee do da dee do da dee da dee do do. How about this one? Do da dee do da dee do do da dee do da dee do da dee do do da dee do da dee do do da dee do 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 da dee do. All right, so we did 8. So we got some echoes in there. We're getting those in our head and in our brain. Nice job. We're going to come back to those and we're going to do more with those rhythms soon. But for now, let's move on. We are going to go to Chrome Music Lab. And I'm going to show you kind of how I have this set up. So when you go to your Seesaw activity, first, the lesson videos here, you're already there because you're watching this video. The next thing says click this link and create your own idea on the top half. So let's click this link and see where it takes us. Takes us to Chrome Music Lab, takes us to Songmaker, which is one where we can do songs. And now there's already something there. Mr. C put this in. Let's take a listen. So I'm going to click the play button. So we have that. That we could call that a bass line. We could call that whatever. We have that. We're not going to change that, okay? But what I would like you to do is use this top half that's empty, okay? Anything above this kind of little bit thicker line here, and you get to make your own idea above it. But we're going to have a couple of guidelines to help you do that, okay? Sometimes when we get to Songmaker, kids want to just do that. We don't really want to just make all the colors appear. That's not going to be very musical. So let me see if I can delete those. Okay. So the first thing we need to remember is only one note per column. Okay, so that's one square per column. Now columns go up and down, straight up and down. So let's look at what the columns look like in Chrome Music Lab. So this is a column, and this is a column. All these straight lines up and down, these are columns. We're only going to pick one square in each, okay? One square in each. So we're not going to have 2. We're not going to have 3 or 4. We're just going to start with 1. Our next idea, keep it simple. Do not try to right away make it like the most fancy and complicated melody, okay? So we're just going to use some simple ideas. One of them is going to be, and we call these strategies, by the way. One of them is going to be moving up. So you could choose to move up by starting somewhere and then making a diagonal line. Let's hear that. Or you could choose to start somewhere and move down. Or our third choice would be to go back and forth. Okay, now I could go back and forth like this, but I could also go back and forth like this. Oh, sorry. I could go back and forth starting up here. So back and forth between 2 notes. And I could also put space out when I move down. So doesn't have to be all notes all the time. Okay, so there's our 3 strategies so far. Number 1, only 1 square in each up and down column. Or keep it simple. Don't try to make it too crazy right away. If you start simple, then you can start to add on and find things that you really like. But don't start with a ton of things. Just do an outline, and then you can start to mix and match and add if you want. And the third one is use a strategy. So we're going to move up, we're going to move down, or we're going to go back and forth. Remember, you can go every column, or you can leave some empty. It's okay to leave some columns empty. And the last one is end on do, which is a red. So if I go back here, wherever I put my last note, I want it to be a red. Could be here, could be here, or here, or here. It could be all of these, okay? So I'm going to show you just a couple of ideas. So I started with this. Here's one idea I came up with. So I went back and forth first, and then I moved up, and then I went back and forth up here, and then I moved down. Let's hear how that sounds. Okay. And then here's one more where I did some of those strategies, but I made them kind of a little bit closer together. So now I moved up, and then I went back and forth. I moved down and went back and forth. Moved up, and then back and forth again, and moved down. Notice on this one, I had some repeated does or reds at the end. On this one, my last one was a red as well, or a do. Let's hear this one. All right, so those are just a couple of ideas. Notice I didn't change anything down here. I didn't change anything down there while I was making those. All right, so your job is to click on that Chrome Music Lab link, and you're going to come up with your own idea. follow those guidelines. And it can be simple. That's just fine. If you want to add to it after you come up with something, that's great too. Take some time and look through it. When you come up with something that you like, that you want to save, here's what you're going to do. Okay. And this is also in the Seesaw instructions. Okay. You're going to look down here, click save. It comes up with this. It gives you this link here, but you don't mess with that. Just click copy link, and then you're going to come back to your Seesaw. You're going to click add response, and this is all here. It says click save, click copy link, click add response. Okay, and then you're going to have these choices. You're going to click the link, and you're going to click right in here, or you're going to paste it. So you're going to paste it in there, and then click this green check mark. Okay, once you click that, it'll think for a second, and then it'll come up here. Now you won't be able to see it. It's not going to show you what you came up with, but when you turn it in, I will be able to click on it, and I'll be able to find what you created. Okay. All right. So thanks, class. Hope you have fun with the Crow Music Lab. Thanks for learning those new notes and those new rhythm languages, and I will see you next week. Have a great week, everyone. Bye.